right there waiting for you. All you have to do is wake up, alert to life, get out of bed, and go and start looking up and looking who's around you. You know, for so many of us, we struggle in life because our heads are like this, because we got all these problems and issues, and our lives are out of control, so we spend our life looking down and thinking about ourselves. You know, the church I go to, Saddleback, Rick Warren says, it's not about you. You read Purpose Driven Life, that's the first chapter, that's what he talks about in that chapter. If you can live life not about you, and you can live life being significant in someone else's life, this business is a simple business. You know, I had a guy the other night, he said, what's going to be, he's a brand new guy, he said, what's going to be the toughest thing for me? I said, the person in your chair. I don't know if he'd like that answer, but he kind of like, what do you mean? I said, because you're going to need to change. You're going to need to believe in your dream. You're going to need to work through the struggle. Because we know that regret is much more painful than struggle. And so many people live that at the end of their lives. And for those of you in the DNA that Ali talked about, if you've got that, it's not going away. It's not like having a bad cold. You know, all of a sudden you're going to wake up one day and that DNA is gone, and you're not going to want to dream anymore, you're not going to want to do great things with your life anymore. It's going to stay there forever. It's embedded in your life. When you were born, it was there. Not everybody has that, right? So people say, who should I find? You're the ones that are like you, that have DNA, that have the determined natural ambition that I've got to do something magnificent with my life. He goes, what are you talking about? This guy, listen to this. He has 15 people that meet every morning in a fit club, and all of them bought the product on an infomercial, and he teaches them all, and they all do P90X together, and he's not in this business. Now he is. Right now his boat is wrapped in P90X, and he goes down the river, but I'm telling you, it was simple. I'm flying back from New Jersey, the guy sitting next to me, he goes, what do you do? Same thing I said to him. I said, you ever heard of P90X? He goes, my roommate's doing it right now. He goes, do people know about that? I said, watch this. There were 3 seats here, 3 seats here. In the front. I tapped all 3 people. You ever heard of P90X Insanity or Turbo Fire? Yeah, my friends do it, my aunt's doing it, my brother's doing it. I've tried it before. All 3 of them. So out of the 6 people, 5 of them knew about you, but they don't know the story. We have the story. We're the stealth. We're the low-lying, secret stealth people. That's what we are, if you think about it. Because nobody knows what we do. They don't know about your story, but Carl spends $100 million a year. Tell them about the product you have to make your business work. But see, then it goes back to us, right? And so what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to challenge you. And I hope some of you by tomorrow, when we're done, you're going to own your life. You're going to own this business maybe for the first time. Because it's time to draw a line. I was on Ali outside. She knows it. And I'm the kind of person, and all these people that I worked with when I first started with Platinum Presenters, and now I'm working with some of the top leaders of the country, they know I'm in their face. Because someone as talented as this, someone who has these kind of ability, someone who has this kind of DNA, like a bunch of you have, you're not living up to what you can do. Every one of you have the business right now you deserve. You have exactly the business you deserve. I'm sorry, you do. And I know that bugs you, but here's the good news. You can change it, right? Anytime you want. Right? Anytime you want, you can change your situation. Now, you can't tell, your boss won't tell you that. The economy won't tell you that. Your job's not going to tell you that. Nobody can come to you and say, in the next 90 days, you can build a foundation of a 6-figure income for the next 24 months. All you got to do is work hard. How many of you have done P90X in here? Okay? Have you ever worked your business that hard for 90 days? Have you ever been consistent that every day you push play? And every morning you wake up and you're so determined that you're going to get that done? Now, why would we do that to look better physically, but our lives are a mess? And we still are broke. We're still have debt. Okay? Why would we do that? Because we like the recovery and it looks great. We look good and we post our before and after pictures. Okay, what's your before and after life look like? That's my question. From the day you got in this business, what's your before and after life look like? Now, I told the guy the other day, I said, he goes, how long does it take to make 6 figures? I said, you'll build a 6-figure business in 90 days. He said, you serious? I said, the foundation will be there if you push play every day and you do what it takes to build a business. And I don't care if you don't feel good. I don't care if your kids are fighting. I don't care if you don't talk to your husband that day. You do it. And you build your business. Why? Because you say you're going to. And if you have character and integrity, you do what you say you're going to do. When I first met Dallas Carter, I was in Honolulu. We were talking about his journey. And those of you, in fact, he was on the thing. I don't know if you guys saw his part of it. He's a big Hawaiian guy that was like sitting there with his kid and couldn't even hold it. Anyway, 180 pounds, P90X. He said, every time I push play, if my phone rang, I started it over. He goes, if my doorbell rang, I started over because I lost concentration. And he went back and started the entire workout over. Now, I want you to imagine starting this thing over in the morning. I can't stand work. I see him every morning. It's like, I'm only working. No, I like the guy. He's really cool. I silence him now. Okay. Great. It's a great workout. But anyway, so Dallas is coming up to Summit. How many of you were at Summit last year? Okay. You're coming up to Summit again. 1 year later. And I think for some of you, if you think back at Summit last year, you said, next year, I'm going to be on that stage. Right? And it's coming again in June. And some of you might be, and some of you won't be. And you know what? The big thing was, what did you do from the time you made the commitment to that day? When the character comes when the emotion changes, but the work habit doesn't. Right? Because life's going to get in the way for all of us. Life's not going to stop. You know, your kids aren't going to become perfect so you can go 15-star diving. Right? You and your husband are not going to get along every day so you can go 15-star diving. Struggles are going to not stop in your life so you can go 15-star diving. They're all going to keep happening. Nothing's going to change. You know, Jared Falwell, I heard him speak once, he said, you're either in the middle of a struggle, coming out of one, or you're going to get a phone call tomorrow. And that's how we live our lives. And it's true. It's totally true. But you are in a business where you can take control of your life. And I'm telling you because I did. I was $250,000 in debt in 1979. You know, I had 3 homes on the market. I couldn't sell them. I had bill collectors pounding on my front door. I was totally broke. I worked all the time as a cop and all day in construction, just trying to survive. And I got in the Amway business, and I saw it, and I got it. And I knew if I could find 6 people with this dream as big as mine, I'd have a huge business. You know, in 3 years, I was making $1 million a year in Amway. At age 32, I retired. Became a full-time dad and lived my life that way. My kids traveled the world. If you worry about taking your kids on a vacation or travel around the world for a year, just go to the school, hire the teacher, find out what you make, and tell her you pay her twice as much, and let her go with you. She'll leave in a second. So, okay, that's what we